Are you struggling to make money in Tales of the Shire? Don't worry, because today I have the perfect money-making guide to help new and experienced players make lots of money and fast. Let's jump right in. Okay, so we're going to break this video up into two sections. The first section is going to be more beginner friendly, while the second section is going to be a little bit more advanced as you further along your gameplay. So let's start off with what you can do just starting out in your game, and that is fishing. Now, this is the pond right by your house that you're going to have access to. After you get your fishing rod from Old Noakes, you should have no problem coming down here to fish. Now, don't mind if my fishing rod looks a little bit different than yours right now. We'll get into that in just a second. But you just want to start by fishing out the fish in these ponds. Now, I do have a full guide, a beginner's guide with like 20 tips that will teach you how to fish if you have a problem with that. But you want to just catch as many fish as you can. One thing I would recommend is just fishing for like half of a day from morning to afternoon and then going and selling all of your fish. Now, after you've filled your backpack up with as much fish as possible, you're going to want to run down basically to the village square. You can sell anything to any one of the vendors, so it doesn't really matter who you talk to, but I usually come to young Tom Cotton here and I will just sell all of my fish. Now, my fishing rod is upgraded, which is why I have a 3-star fish here. But if you have a basic fishing rod and are just starting out in the game, you're going to see a lot of these 1-star quality fish. And these sell anywhere from maybe 30 to 40 coins or pennies, I think it might be called in the game, but we'll just call it money. You'll get $30 to $40 per fish. So I'm just going to go through and spam sell all of the 1-star fish that I just caught. And you can see I went from 70 to 329 monies. So starting out, if you just spent a whole day doing this, you could make a couple hundred if you just keep selling everything in your backpack and then going back and fishing. Now, also as a beginner strategy, you may find these wind fallen sticks all around the forest area. Specifically on the map, it's really around Delphine's house. So everywhere up here and also all around this area here, which is by Willow's shop, you'll be able to find these wind fallen sticks. So while you're running around, you can gather up as many of these sticks as you can find. So just pick up all of the sticks you come across, and then you can go and sell these as well. Now, one thing I will mention is if you are at Willow's, you can trade these sticks. So if you see Willow anywhere and want to trade for other ingredients, you can trade with her, but we're going to sell them because you don't really need to trade with her early on in the game. Now, again, just for the sake of the video, I picked up a couple of those wind fallen sticks and we're going to sell them again in here in the market. So we're going to come to Tom Cotton, of course, go over to sell items, and you can see that each piece of wind fallen wood sells for 20. So again, it's not a ton of money, but early game, this could be really beneficial and a quick way for you to make a couple extra pennies or whatever they're called in the game. Let me tell you part 2 of this strategy, which is something you could focus on to make even more money using the fishing method. As you go on, you're going to unlock clubs, and these clubs, one of them is a fishing club hosted by Old Noakes. Now, as you can see, you have 5 levels that you can go through, and on level 2, you get a fishing rod upgrade. Now, this fishing rod upgrade helps you to not only catch more varieties of fish, but also it'll help you to catch more delicious fish or fish that have a better star quality, which means they will then sell for more money. Now, you could just stop there and fish in all the pond areas that you have access to currently, or you can focus on leveling up some of the relationships with the hobbits that unlock access to a new area where you can catch different fish. So, for example, I leveled up Neffy here to unlock their fishing spot. That's right behind the little workshop. It's actually right up there. So if you come to our workshop, you'll find this spot down here. There are more fish than you will see in the little pond that's by our house. So not only can you catch more fish, there's a different variety of fish, and you have the opportunity to catch more delicious fish, like I mentioned. Now, I don't know if there's a way to tell what's a more delicious fish or not, but sometimes I look for the fishing spots that look like the fish is bigger in the water, if that makes sense. But let's reel this in and see what we get. Okay, so for example, we got a tench, which is a new type of fish, and it's 2-star quality, or it's 2 stars and relates to deliciousness. So cooking with this fish is going to result in better, more delicious food, and selling this fish is going to mean we're probably going to make more money. All right, so of course we're coming back to Tom and we are going to sell the fish that we found. So as you can see, this 3-star delicious fish is worth 93, and this 2-star delicious fish, the tench that we just caught, is worth 71. So you can make a lot more money by upgrading your fishing rod and also unlocking better fishing spots. All right, now for our second money-making method, and this is going to be the best money-making method overall. And a huge shout out to McRon and my community for sharing these tips with me so that I could share them with all of you. And it all has to do with Rosie Cotton. So what you want to do is come into your townsfolk menu, come down to Rosie's name, and as you can see, her milestone reward for level 3 is to unlock trading. Now this is very important if you want to learn how to level up your relationships with the hobbits quickly. That's in my tip video as well, but you just need to know that you need to get her to level 3. Now, once you've unlocked trading, you of course can come chat with Rosie and you can ask her to trade. Now, you get all of your seeds, all of your flower seeds from Rosie by trading jams. We'll go into detail about how to find jams in just a second, but first let's talk about what you can get. So I have some jam on me right now, and you see for apricot jam, I can get some delphinium seeds. Cranberry jam can get me foxglove seeds, and there are a ton of flower seeds. Look at how pretty these flowers are too. I'm obsessed. But yeah, you can get a lot of different flower seeds here. So now that I've told you where you can find your flower seeds, let's talk about where you can find the jam. The answer to that is actually pretty simple, and there's two different ways. The first way is pretty easy. So you will find spices all over Bywater, and these spices can be traded. So if you take out, I'm going to take out some hedge mustard. Again, you can find these all around. I'm just going to pull out what I already have in my storage. So I pulled out some pepperwort and some hedge mustard. Let's see, I think I have some more pepperwort, so let's pull that out as well. And let's go trade these. So if you're looking for jams, the person that you want to talk to is Delphi right here. So if you come and talk to her, you can see you can trade. And in here, you'll have a bunch of different options of jams. Now, I do think that these may change depending on the seasons and what seasonings are around to be traded. So for example, you can see I have hedge mustard, which I can trade 6 hedge mustard for 1 apricot jam, but there's also other options here. So we have cranberry, plum, and peach jam, and you can see that they all require their own like spice or herb that you can find around the world. Now also another way to acquire jams is to make them yourself. Now the only way to make jams yourself at home is to get the recipe from hobbits, and I've got my first jams here. I got cranberry jam that I can make and also strawberry jam. I got these 2 recipes from Rosie Cotton specifically. I'm not sure, you may be able to get other jam recipes from other people, but these specifically are from Rosie. Also, another thing that I love about these jam recipes is that they only require 1 ingredient, which is the, fruit that you use to make the jam. So just 1 strawberry or 1 cranberry, so on and so forth. Now, once you have your flower seeds that you've gotten from Rosie Cotton, you can then plant your seeds and come back out once they're fully grown and harvest them. So I think these are snowdrop lilies, and as you can see, I got seeds back for that. We go over here, I should have, there they are, some Gerber seeds as well that I get back from the Gerber flowers that I planted. Now this is important for a couple of reasons. Number 1, flowers are great to plant in your boxes with any other fruits and vegetables. They all love flower seeds. So if I come back in with my Gerber seeds, you can see if I plant them next to anything in the garden, everything loves flower seeds. So a really good strategy and an extra little tip would be to plant a flower seed per every single garden bed that you have to enhance the quality and benefit from companion planting. Now, if you need to know more about that, that's in my tips video as well. So we're going to plant that back here. And again, the other benefit of planting these seeds is the fact that you get a seed back with every single flower. So you basically can have an endless amount of flower seeds to replant and sell to make yourself endless amounts of money. Now, of course, once you have your flowers all picked and ready to be sold, you come down here to Tom Cotton yet again, and then you go to sell them and you'll see how much they're worth. So delphiniums, for example, sell for 42, while these gerbas sell for 96. So gerbas are one of the flowers that's really good to sell. Now, once you start learning which flowers are the best to sell, obviously if you plant a bunch of gerbas and sell them, you will make a good amount of money in a matter of days. So the more seeds you have for flowers, the more you plant and sell them, the more money you're going to have in your pocket. So there you have it. That's how you make a ton of money in Tales of the Shire. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please do me a couple of favors. Number 1, comment below and tell me which money-making method you think you would like best. Number 2, like the video and consider sharing it with someone who is also playing Tales of the Shire. And in the meantime, check out one of these videos right here, which I think may be interesting to you. And until next time, I will catch you all in the next one. Peace!